This is Wino Joy calling, Empowered Feminine Dating Coach. On my channel, I share everything I've learned on how to show up empowered in your dating life. Okay, I do this because I've seen many women who are so resigned and cynical about love and men, and I want to transform that. I want to cause transformation of that in the world, in women. Okay, so our nature as men and women is to bond, is to be in union, is to pair bond. Okay, so when someone's saying they don't want a partner, they don't need a man, they're not in touch with their nature. And I used to be one of these women who used to say, I don't need man, I hate men, men are like this, men are bad, I'm commitment phobic. I used to be one of those women, and I've healed a lot of those traumas, a lot of those limiting beliefs in my system, in my body, in my aura, in my energetic field. Okay, and so I want to share everything I've done and learned in order to heal those. And so now I'm so in touch with my true nature, to pair bond with a empowered masculine man. And that is why I'm doing all these to grow in my empowered feminine energy. Because in order to attract the right empowered masculine man to you, you have to show up in your empowered feminine. And how to show up in your empowered feminine, or some people call it high value, how to show up high value in your dating life or in your romantic life. Okay, so everyone is inherently valuable. Okay, we're all creation of God, of source, of whatever you want to call it. We're this magical, beautiful, mystical creation of that energy, of that source, of that higher power. Okay, so just for existing, we are all inherently valuable. Okay, but when I say high value women or low value women, I mean, high value people, high value men and women. They are women who create value for others. They are like the sun. Wherever they go, it's like they are the sun that shines their light, their value to people. So people naturally gravitate to them because they're valuable. They're high value. They create value. Okay, and even by just being in their presence, you can feel that they elevate. You can feel your energy being elevated by just being in their presence. Okay, and low value people, low value men and women are the opposite. Low value women are like women who are like sucking energy. Like when you're around them, you feel your energy leaks, your energy dissipates. It's like they're not aware of this. I have a lot of love and compassion for them because I used to be like them as well. They're not aware that their energy is like in their core, they're inherently high value, but like their energetic field is a mix of their core energy and their beliefs, their traumas, their feelings in the moment. So a lot of people, they are showing up low value in life, in a social situation, because their energetic field, their aura is filled with all those low vibing, low frequency emotions. Like they're depressed, they're sad, they're jealous, they're angry, they're upset, all those. They're in scarcity, they're in lack, they're in limitation, they're in inauthenticity. Okay, so they show up like that in life and in their dating lives. Okay, and so of course, when humans, we are energetically hypergamous, meaning we are naturally attracted to energies that elevate us, okay? Energies that are higher than us. You know, so or energies that are so complementary to us, that being in the presence of that energy elevates us. Okay, and so that is why an empowered masculine energy and an empowered feminine energy, when they are in the presence of each other, they elevate each other. They both feel good. They add value to each other just with their presence, you know. And so, but in order to show up like that, in order to show up in your high value, empowered, feminine energy, there are two ways. Okay, one, you have to show up and embody your empowered feminine energy, and two, you have to be in authenticity. Okay, so feminine energy and masculine energy is like this. Okay, the masculine energy is the doing, the structure, the planning, the organizing, the giving, the fixing, the thinking. And the feminine energy is the feeling, the expressing, the trusting, the allowing, it's intuition, it's the body. Okay, so a lot of women who are not aware of this, they show up in their dating lives and in lives looking good because they think, and I used to be the same, they think that looking good physically is what's highly attractive. Looking good is attractive, but if your focus is just looking good outside and not making your energy beautiful, then you're only attractive physically, but you're not attractive to the heart. Okay, when you are not in your authenticity, you are not attractive to the heart, and so you cannot inspire hearts to gravitate to you. You can inspire eyes to look at you when you're beautiful physically, but if you're not in your authenticity, you won't be able to inspire the hearts and the true love of people. Okay, and a lot of women also who are beautiful and focused on their making money, on making themselves look beautiful, thinking that is what attracts love. They are not aware that they show up in their masculine energy. They show up in their doing, their controlling, their giving. They like giving gifts to men. They like helping the man. I used to be the same. I'm laughing now because I used to be the same. You know, but and then they're gonna complain that men are bad, men are like this, men are weak, men are like man goes, man like this. But they're just not aware that those men are just responding to the energy they're showing up as, because a lot of women show up in their masculine energy in their dating life, and that does not inspire a man's masculine instinct to pursue you, to want to be in your presence, because they start feeling like, there's a beautiful woman in front of me, but she behaves like a man, she feels like a man. I'm not feeling inspired in my masculine heart to pursue her, to be with her. Okay, if I see that she's sexually open and she's sexually available and she's accommodating, then sure, okay, I'm gonna spend some time with her until she opens up to me and becomes available to me sexually. Or if she's accommodating, she behaves like my coach, my therapist, she listens to my frustration, then okay, I'm gonna spend some time with her. But that does not inspire his heart, his masculine heart to want to be the man for you. Okay, And and yeah, to show up high value in your dating life, you have to show up in your feminine energy, in your unique feminine energy, okay, and in your authenticity. So feminine energy is like it's soft. So okay, so I've noticed that before, when I was showing up in my masculine energy, the man would be attracted to me just because of my looks, but then and the man those men who are not in their empowered masculine energy, the wounded masculine energy man would chase me but not pursue me, okay? Because chase and pursue are two different things. People chase when they think they're lacking, and so they're gonna chase you to try to get what they think is lacking in them, and if they realize you can't give it to them, they are repelled by you, they resent you, they get upset with you, and things like that. But pursuing, so yeah, chasing is coming from insecurity, from lack of self-love, from lack within. But pursuing, when you are being pursued, it means it's coming from strength. It's coming from an empowered masculine man's heart, that you inspired something deep within him. Your feminine energy inspired this masculine energy to want to be the man for you. Okay? And so yeah, in order to show up high value in your dating life and stop complaining about men, you have to show up in your empowered feminine energy. You have to cultivate your empowered feminine energy. And so the empowered feminine. So when I started showing up in my feminine energy, men started taking me out to like better dates, more expensive dates, and not because I asked for it, but it was his because he felt inspired to do it. It was his initiative. I inspired their initiative to take me out, like on a expensive restaurant. I never used to receive flowers. Maybe once. Maybe I received flower once. Yeah, I received flower once before. And recently I received flowers again. And I remember when I received flowers before, it was because I was also showing up in my feminine energy. But at the time, I was not aware of these things yet. I was not energy fluent before. Energy fluency means you are like flexible. You can tap into either your empowered feminine energy or your empowered masculine energy at any time that you feel like it, And so yeah, and now men have been treating me better. They would open doors for me. They would, and before I used to not, when I was showing up in my masculine energy, I used to be okay with paying 50-50 on dates. Like if I didn't like the guy, I didn't want to pay. But if I was somehow attracted to the guy, I would I would show up in my inauthentic self and my masculine energy. I would pretend I wanted to pay half, but I didn't really want to pay, and that was inauthenticity. But now I show up in my dating life, I don't pay at all. And sometimes, if I'm not sure if the guy is okay with paying, because some guys, I can feel that they're the kind of guy that can easily be inspired to pay on the date, so I don't ask anyone. But there are guys that I'm not sure, so I would tell them before agreeing to go out on a date with them. I'd be like, Hey, I don't know what it's like in your culture, but to me, to my personal values, I feel good when a guy takes care of me on the date. I only do 50-50 with my girlfriends. Does that work for you? You know? um, so yeah, and a lot of like empowered masculine men, you know, an empowered masculine man, if they really want you and you give them such problem, they're gonna go into their empowered masculine mode and they're gonna wanna fix the problem. She doesn't want to pay on the date. Okay, I'm gonna fix it, and I'm gonna tell her I'm gonna pay for the date in order to fix it so I can go out with her. And so yeah, so feminine energy is, you know, soft. You allow the man to do things for you. You allow the man to open doors for you. You lean back physically. You let the man do most of the talking. You do as a feminine, being in your feminine energy is, it's so easy. It's so much easier, you know. It's so much easier for both of you. So to be in your feminine energy is to listen more to the man, to smile more, and yeah, just relax. Be in your body and relax, and maintain a strong eye contact with the man. But you know, I realize that maintaining a strong eye contact with a man can be challenging if you are not anchored in your self-love and in your authenticity. Okay, so in my I'm writing an ebook now. You can pre-order a copy, and I'm also doing some creating some courses and coaching in order to cultivate your empowered feminine energy and your authenticity and your self-love, because it's gonna be hard for you to show up in your dating life, or your dating life is not gonna be is not gonna work best for you if you are not showing up in your empowered feminine energy, in self-love and in authenticity. Because men can feel it. Men are like hound dogs in sniffing your energy, your intention, your motivation. They can sense if you have an agenda for dating them, and they can feel also if you're also not in your empowered feminine energy. A lot of like weak masculine, like wounded men who are not operating from their empowered masculine energy yet, because they're still operating in their wounded energy. They're still not yet aware of all these things, although they too can grow, you know. Those are the ones who are gonna chase you, and you can feel their energy also, and their energy, you know, are not attractive. You know, you don't feel attracted to men who are chasing you, because you can feel deep down also that they're coming from agenda, from lack, you know, they lack self-love, so they're trying to get it from you. But when you lack self-love and you go out to date, you're gonna try to chase that from men that you think are higher value than you, are higher energy than you. Because as I've said earlier, humans are naturally hypergamous, okay? And so the only time that our nature of being energetically hypergamous is beneficial to us is if you're in our empowered high energy and the man in front of us is in their empowered high energy. So being together elevates both of us, because those the polarity that it creates, the masculine and feminine energy polarity that an empowered masculine and an empowered feminine energy create, elevates both of you energetically. So it like it creates like a third energy that elevates both of you, and that is why such energy, such synergy, such polarity is so feeling good for both of you, for both your masculine and feminine parts. And yeah, this has been 20 minutes. I'm gonna end it here. Yeah. Okay, so this is like my first video since I have up-leveled more, since my latest upgrade in my energy and in my feminine energy and in my authenticity. And so, another way you can show up high value in your dating life is to speak your truth, okay? And that's part of authenticity. And it's gonna be very hard for you to speak your truth when you don't love yourself, okay? So I've noticed this in myself. My lack of self-love came up to the surface of my conscious awareness when so I'm doing a lot of inner work, healing my feminine energy and self-love work and authenticity. And so I went on a date with a guy. So in the beginning, I wasn't that into him, you know. I wasn't that into him in the beginning. He was just one of those guys that, okay, I'm not gonna reject him right away. He seems to be treating me well. He possesses my nice to have, because okay, I made like a love list of my true loves, must haves, nice to haves, and like non-negotiables, you know, or deal breakers. So he's like 6'1", he's super fit, and because I said I want someone 6'1", 6'2", or 6'2 and a half, you know, that's like part of my my nice to have. So he's 6'1", he seemed fit in the beginning, and then he showed me like some of his Instagram videos. He seemed fit on his Instagram video. He's a professional soccer football player, but he I don't know, in the beginning I wasn't that into him. So he was just someone that I thought, okay, I'm not gonna reject him right away, and I'm okay going on at least 3 dates with him and see how I feel. Okay, but like on the second date, he took me to bachata and kizomba dance class, and he taught me how to do it. And he's such a great dancer, and you know, dancers are very kinesthetic also. Dancer and athlete are very kinesthetic, so they're also very in touch with their feeling, you know. So, and he's such a great dancer. I noticed he has like a big butt, and I could feel his his 6-pack abs. I think maybe 8-pack abs, 10-pack abs are so hard, you know, like washboard abs. So I started feeling a lot of like chemistry and attraction for him on the second date, and but still I didn't feel like kissing him on the second date for some reason. I just I still didn't feel like it, and then so I was pacing him, you know, He was so he came to me with such intensity and excitement in the beginning, like, when can I see you again? I had such a great time with you. When can I see you again? Okay, and so, but I would pace him. I would only see him like at least once a week. On the third date, he again took me to dinner and bachata, and again we did bachata, and we played billiards. And on our third date, so we were dancing, we were having so much fun. By this time, I felt like I was ready to receive his kiss if he kissed me, but I wasn't gonna initiate it. So And we were dancing, and there was like a bunch of people from the dance class when we were in another. We left the dance place and we went to like this billiards place, sports bar, and a bunch of those people from the dance class went to the same place as well. So we were hanging out with them, and we were dancing again because they were playing bachata and kizomba songs at the sports bar. And I feel like he felt my energy, that I felt like kissing him already finally on the third date. And, and so he did. And I liked it. And then he asked me for a fourth date. He was like, I really had a great time with you. When can I see you again? And on the fourth date, we watched Malyari. It's like a horror Filipino film. And it was so much fun. But by this time, I could feel that I was already starting to feel like more attracted to him. And now, because in the beginning, I wasn't that attracted to him. And so probably he felt it in my energy. So he was doing. He was trying to fix the problem, making me more attracted to him. And yeah, so by the fourth date, I was starting to feel like now I'm attracted to him. So my energy changed, maybe I showed up in my smitten kitten energy, or, I don't know. I felt like he felt, I was starting to like him more, but now because I was starting to like him more, my the parts of me that still was not self-loving and self-accepting was coming up to the surface. I was starting to like not be authentic with him anymore. Like he asked me some questions, and like I didn't answer so authentically, but I was so yeah, that's what I noticed. So yeah, that's what I noticed. And after the fourth date, he was still like texting, but I could feel his energy was starting to not be as intense and as excited anymore. Like he didn't ask when he could see me again. But it's okay because I healed through him. I healed my lack of self-love and my inauthenticity, and I healed my rejecting men too soon. Intimacy fear. So, and I got to experience what it's like to the dance of the feminine and masculine energy presence. I got to experience that. And so yeah, I'm gonna end this right here, right now. And follow me for more. Subscribe, follow. And yeah, I'm gonna let you in on my dating journey, on my attracting into my life my grand love. And you can ask me questions. I'll be happy to answer them. Mama, thank you for watching.